In the shadow of the Vatican are the dark secrets that Italy itself has buried.
Pure il vescovo ha minacciato I miei genitori di non dire niente perché sarebbe stata la parola loro contro quella dei preti.
Clerical sex abuse of minors believed to be extensive but undocumented.
There is a lot of resistance in the system of society in Italy to talk about it, even to talk about it.
Italy has the world's highest number of priests and the seat of the Catholic Church in its backyard. But it's not faced up to its sins, hidden away by a veil of secrecy.
Ma lei è un pedofilo?
Questo è quello che dice lei. Grazie del vostro lavoro.
La vittima.
Arrivederci.
For many Italians, the church is as central to their culture as the family. More than 80% here identify as Catholic. Children embraced by it from baptism, and it can seem an unchallengeable authority. Judging by other countries that have confronted abuse, it's thought there could have been hundreds of thousands of such crimes committed here. We've set out to discover how they've been concealed.
Well, the culture of silence around clerical sex abuse in Italy means that it's very hard to find victims or survivors, as they call themselves, willing to speak. But we've tracked down one not far from Rome who says he was abused for 16 years by a priest, starting at the age of 8. He's never spoken to the media before, but now he's willing to talk, and we're off to meet him.
In questa intervista ritorno dietro
The man we'll call Mario requested we hide his identity and not ask him directly about the details of his abuse. It revolves around this priest, Gianni Becchiaris. The case documents allege in graphic detail how he raped Mario for years, using his power to prey on the young child, destroying him physically and emotionally. Mario was terrified into silence and submission, his parents unaware of what was going on, naively proud that an important man of the cloth would value their son.
Questi abusi, quando ero molto piccolo, mi venivano fatti in sacrestia, nella sacrestia proprio della chiesa. Mano a mano che crescevo, lui azzardava a dire ai miei genitori se potevo andare a dormire la notte a casa sua. I miei genitori acconsentivano quando io pregavo sempre che magari non acconsentissero a una cosa del genere, invece loro acconsentivano. Ma io avevo talmente tanta paura che non ce la facevo neanche, e tanta vergogna che non ce la facevo neanche a parlare a quell'età con mio padre e mia madre di una situazione del genere. Ovviamente mi veniva detto che era un segreto e veniva messo sempre al primo posto, era un segreto tra me, lui e Gesù. Quella era una schiavitù sessuale a tutti gli effetti.
Che cosa ha rubato il prete da te?
L'anima buona che ero. In alcune occasioni, quando mi ingasto, sembro il diavolo a quattro, sembra che dentro di me c'è il diavolo.
The trauma led him to drugs, psychological collapse, and repeated suicide attempts. It took years to open up to a therapist, which helped him settle down with a wife and son.
Il periodo più tenebre è quando non c'era la famiglia. Bene o male, so che mi devo dedicare a loro, perciò tutta questa situazione la sto mettendo molto da parte. E gli incubi, sì. Tu ci credi che io la notte, i miei sogni di notte sono le guerre, con i Kalashnikov in mano e le bombe a mano. Guerra.
Mario tried to seek justice, approaching Becchiaris' superior, Bishop Ambrogio Spreafico. He began a first court process led by the Vatican's Congregation for the Doctrine of the Faith under religious or canon law, the way the Catholic Church deals with problems internally. Mario saw it as a whitewash, a system swinging into place to protect the abuser.
Io chiedevo soltanto che lui fosse spogliato dei suoi abiti, non fosse più prete.
We've got hold of the judgment from the canon law trial convened by Bishop Spreafico, which recognized Becchiaris' guilt, adding that while the priest disputed some details, he confessed the abuse took place. He even paid Mario €112,000 as a sort of damages. But the panel did not dismiss him as Mario requested. Instead, they banned him from working with minors for life.
Comunque pure il vescovo ha minacciato I miei genitori di non dire niente perché sarebbe stata la parola loro contro quella dei preti.
Feeling betrayed by every part of the church institution, Mario and his lawyer tried an alternative legal route, this time through Italian criminal justice. The documents that we've obtained from this trial show judges concluded there was no doubt about the veracity of the accusations, but ruled a trial couldn't proceed because, under Italy's cumbersome legal system, the crimes had expired under a time limit or statute of limitations, which has allowed countless other sex abuse cases to go unpunished.
Le persone che sono state abusate da bambine hanno tempi di elaborazione dell'abuso sessuale molto lungo, possono avere un tempo di elaborazione prima di tirar fuori il loro passato, quindi prima di togliere il blocco a questa rimozione.
Italian law is currently being reformed so the statute of limitations can no longer be used to string out or obstruct a trial. But the reform doesn't apply retrospectively. Mario's lawyer says the deeper problem is with Italy's constitution and the 1929 Lateran Pact. Signed by Mussolini, the treaty gave the Vatican legal autonomy from Italy. With it, the clergy has recourse to Vatican law over that of Italy, in effect shielding them from Italian justice.
Noi siamo un paese a sovranità limitata e questa limitazione di sovranità la paghiamo tutti i giorni, la pagano le vittime di abusi sessuali per prime.
Pope Francis has brought in some reforms to tackle the issue, abolishing, for example, a rule called pontifical secrecy that was used to hush up sex abuse.
Celebra la prima giornata nazionale di preghiera per le vittime e I sopravvissuti agli abusi.
And announcing this recent initiative for those who suffered. Many, though, say it's too little, too late. I've come to Rome's Pontifical University, where a specific course on the topic brings together theology students from around the world. Well, these kinds of initiatives are a direct attempt by the Catholic Church to address the scandal of clerical sex abuse that has torn through it over the last few years. A diploma teaching students about safeguarding abuse victims. But the really interesting thing here is that among the student body there are 17 nationalities represented, but no Italians, and that in itself speaks volumes. And that tallies with the fact that in Italy there are no official figures on sex abuse, something that troubles the man leading the university course, Father Hans Zollner, who's also on the Vatican's Commission for the Protection of Minors.
From all the reports we have, from France, from Germany, from the UK, from the United States, from Australia, you can see that it was about 4 to 5% of priests were either convicted of abuse or were accused of it, so alleged perpetrators. So this is true for all these countries, so in all probability there would be a similar number for Italy to be expected.
In France, a damning report last year found at least 216,000 children had been abused since 1950 by around 3,000 clergymen. Italy has more than twice as many priests as France, so there's likely to have been hundreds of thousands of cases here. But despite the UN calling for an independent commission in Italy 3 years ago, there's been no such reckoning.
There is a lot of resistance in the system of society in Italy to talk about it, even to talk about it. In Great Britain, in Australia, in the US, in Germany, society came to a point to confront this issue, and then the church had also to confront it.